Hi.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending where you are. Welcome to Global Media Network LLC. Passionate World Talk Radio is a wholly owned subsidiary of GMN LLC. Our motto is and always will be educate, enlighten, entertain. And this afternoon, our special guest is Danieel Pitts, who wrote a book called Hair Everywhere. So, good afternoon, Danielle. How are you today?
I'm well, Miss Cauldwell. Thank you so much for having me this afternoon.
You're more than welcome. When I heard about your book and how you used to do hair when you were a youngster, I thought that was really neat because I know that girls are always fiddling with their hair. They never have the right hairstyle. They don't know what to do with it if it's too long. They don't know what to do with it if it's too short. So, could you please give a real brief introduction of who you are?
So I am Danieel Pitts, owner of Salon Day. I still do hair, although I've sold the physical assets of my salon. I'm still in the same location in Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm a full-time hairstylist, specialized in everything color and curls. And I've been doing hair legitimately for about 19 years now. And I started in my parents' home, and I went to beauty school and made it official, and the rest is history. I'm also author of book
Well,
Hair
that is
Everywhere. I just published my book with Wordy last year. Believe it or not, Miss Caldwell, this makes it 1 year of my anniversary of my book. So I'm really excited to be able to chat with you today on the year anniversary of this special project.
great. I think that's awesome. So, what kind of hairstyles do you introduce your young audience to?
So my young audience, I try to just introduce them to mainly loving their hair. I try to remind them that their hair is their hair. So it's not really so much about the style, but more so about getting to know your hair and what it's capable of doing and what it's not capable of doing so that you don't have like this false hope. And then we'll dive into different styles. And I'm very versatile. I straighten hair. I can use chemical processes. I braid, I twist, I color. I mean, I like to mix it up. I like to do an array of things in a day. I don't want to just do one type of style all day. So I can handle whatever the little people want.
That's awesome. Do a lot of the girls want their hair braided into those cornrows?
So I get a lot
Is
of
that a popular style for young ladies today?
as much as they may want it, sometimes they're a little apprehensive because they think it may hurt or they want to wear their hair out. I'm finding that behind the chair now, little people want to do a variety of things. They don't want to do the same thing all the time. So they like getting the cornrows if I can make like fun designs. But sometimes it really depends on the child and depends on the day, honestly.
Okay. So when they take care of their hair, are there special shampoos that they should use because their hair is not the way white, kids' hair are, where it's usually lay flat or it's very, very straight
Mhm.
or something? So what do you recommend for them to use on their hair?
So yeah, we educate our guests with and their parents, right, with techniques of cleaning the scalp and making sure that the scalp is maintained so that the hair is healthy thereafter. I also talk to my clients in general about healthy diets, healthy lifestyles, healthy thoughts, and just positivity all the way around. If you have curly hair or chemically treated hair, you shouldn't use certain um, phosphates and different chemicals that may strip your curls. I also try and remind them to not use so much heat. So if that's a blow dryer or a flat iron, anything that's going to damage or change the texture of the hair, if it's not done professionally, could be harmful. And we want to make sure that they keep their hair on their head.
Yeah, exactly. So, have you ever had a young man come up to you and say, I'm 14 and my hair's coming out, or I already have a little bald spot up here. What am I going to do?
Not at 14. Most men, not only do I work with people behind the chair for styling their hair, but I am also a hair loss specialist. And you find that most men, usually at the age of like 24 to 25, that's when they'll start seeing hair loss. And that's something we talk about behind the chair as well. In regards to hormones and lifestyle, so men usually start losing their hair if that's the direction they're going about that age. 14, no, we don't see young boys unless they have like a nervous twitch or something. I have been able to help a parent say, I think he may need to see someone for help because he's um, maybe taking off his eyebrows or picking at his head at one point, and that may be
Ah,
more so in
okay.
that area, in that age, hormonally, early adolescence. That's when their hair may come out. But usually, young men don't have those issues until their mid 20s and thereafter. And then, for the flip side, you have women usually about 40s, 45, and depending on their hormones, that's when women may start seeing hair loss as well. And there's natural remedies and just delving into their lifestyle, ways that they can maybe subside or stop the hair loss. So that is something that I do as well. I don't really speak of it as much because I kind of deal with it on a introductory basis. So if that's something that
Right,
I
one
can
on one.
diagnose behind the chair, then that's something that we can discuss thereafter. But it is definitely an issue in the community, hair loss, and it really deals with your self esteem. So it's
Yes,
something that
it does.
we want to empower people with.
Do you recommend to at least young kids not to get their hair stripped, having blonde, taking out totally their color of their hair, and to just put in the
No,
kind of
no.
shampoos they can wash up? That's old fashioned, huh?
No, I don't steer young people away from that. In fact, I encourage them to do it professionally. So, as opposed to going to the beauty supply or the grocery store and just playing
Yes.
with your hair, if that's something you want to do. I encourage you to do it professionally and maybe test out and encourage their parents to let them express themselves. We live in a society now where a little bit of everything goes. So you don't have to be so scared of hair color. There's ways that you can do it tastefully, and why not do it as a child? And if it's not permanent color, we do extensions with color. There's always options. They have sprays and hair extensions, and so even if we don't want to go that extreme with a permanent color, sometimes I can help the child satisfy their fancy and convince their parent to allow them to do something fun. So yeah, I love playing with color.
Yeah, so does my lady who does my hair. She came up with this really wacky purple red hair,
I
and
see
I
it. Your
get
color is
compliments on it all the time.
your color is beautiful, and then it also looks like you have a funky short
Isn't it
haircut as
nice? I
well.
love it.
I do. I
Yeah,
do.
I used to
It's so.
have my hair down my back, and I
Hmm.
ran out of things to do with long hair, so I said, "Do something." So we've
Uh
been
oh. So she cut it off.
gradually. She's kind of, well, that's fine. I wanted it down, and she's kind of thinned it out because my hair grows back very quickly, and it's very,
Okay.
very thick. And I really love the fact I've gotten complimented so many times on it that I finally think, wow, I finally got it right.
It's a
So
bold
that's pretty
color.
good. Now, well, I'm a bold person. You don't want to
I
hide
see.
behind a chair now, do you?
Let me
When you
share
get to
with
be
you.
70 and up, you either go for it or you don't. And I'm the kind of person that goes for it. Now, do
Yeah.
you also help people with their facial hair, with the guys and their mustache and their, what
Oh
is it,
yeah,
sideburns and
I have a few male clients who I like line up their mustache, or some of the more mature gentlemen. I may have to clean up their eyebrows. But yeah, prom season, I had a few young men who I edged them up after braiding their hair. But I have a very small male population. Maybe about 8% of my clientele are male. So I'm capable, but that's not something that I do regularly.
okay, I'm just curious. Now, do you get more mature women in who are, 80s, 70s, 80s? What do you recommend for them?
I've been, like I said, I have been doing hair for a while, so some of my guests have matured over the years, and I mean the formula is the same for me for all women and all my guests, that we're going to do whatever we need to make you most comfortable in your hair. So if it means transitioning to a shorter cut because you're just tired of doing your hair, like you said, that's a very common thing for the more mature women,
Right.
or you're starting to thin out, or your hair color has changed. So maybe you want to finally embrace the grays. It really depends on the guests and what their needs are. And maybe they just want a roller set and they just want to hang out and chat. And I do their rollers. They sit under
Yeah.
the dryer and we communicate and then send them on their way. So it varies person to person, but I don't steer away the more mature guests. I welcome them. I praise the the elderly. They come with great stories, life lessons, and I really enjoy servicing them behind my chair.
That sounds really good. So, Danielle, why don't you please tell everybody where they can find you up in Poughkeepsie, where they can find your book, and where they can find additional wisdom to be handed to them when they come into your salon.
All right, thank you. So I'm still in Poughkeepsie, New York, right in New Hackensack Road. The salon is Total Beauty Salon, and you can purchase my book, Hair Everywhere, at hairhaireverywhere.com or on Amazon. And I also have them in the salon. If you come by, if you're a local and you want to just come by, I can sign it, take pictures, and it's readily available. So thank you for the opportunity to share this project on its 1 year anniversary. This has been very nice.
Yeah, congratulations. I think that's really great. Do you have an email which people can reach you at?
Oh yeah, you can email me right at hairhaireverywheredp@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Instagram. I am Danielle Pitts, Pitts. I'm on Facebook, just my first and last name, Danielle Pitts. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That
That's
sounds
everywhere.
great. Are you planning on writing a second book
I am.
about your salon experiences?
I'm currently jotting some ideas with Wordy. I have some time off. I'm expecting another child, so
I
in the
heard.
midst
Congratulations.
thank you. In the midst of taking some time off with motherhood, I hope that some of those creative juices and with relaxing, maybe I can go ahead and get this second book out. I have some ideas. I definitely do want to cater to I'm a boy mom. I have a lot of ideas for young men. So we'll see what's in the works.
Yes, that's good because there's a lot of men going in. I see them coming into the salon and they're a lot more sensitive and specific
Yes.
about what they want. Oh, just take a little off here, you know. I'm
Yes.
very
Yeah.
amused.
And men are doing a lot of fun things
Entertained,
with
I
their
guess I
hair
should
now.
say.
They are. Men are doing a lot
Yes,
with their hair now. You can see it on the sports, the basketball games. Like, men are really having fun. So let's cater to those young boys too, and let them know some of their options.
absolutely. I think they should have fun. I remember my
Yes.
son growing a tail that went down his back, and this was back in the
Whoa.
80s.
Yeah, those
And
were
he
really
was very
popular.
sensitive. Well, I told him as long as he kept it off his face and kept it clean, he could grow it down to his toenails.
Oh man. And he
And
was proud of the length, I'm sure, right?
yeah, yeah, his other friends were really jealous that mommy wasn't getting excited about him growing his hair and he was growing a beard. And I said, keep clean, just make
Yeah.
sure that it doesn't cover your entire face so your teachers can still see who
See
you
you.
are.
Yeah,
And
Miss Caldwell, it's a
parents
different
just
time now.
it's a different time now, but I was
Yeah.
out to win the war, not the battles. So just let him do what he wanted. He
I
knew
love
as
it.
long as he brought home good grades, stayed out of trouble. Come on.
I love
You'll
it.
see with this third young man that you have, you and your husband will be very laissez faire. Wow, sure, whatever.
Yes. That's what I hear.
I want to thank you.
Thank
Yeah, you
you.
get really very careful. Oh, you're welcome. I really enjoyed having you. And when you get your second book finished, I would love to have you come back on and we will talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see this video and our audio over at youtube.com/PWR network _ PW Talk Radio, on linkedin.com / Lillian Cauldwell, over at the website https:// passionateworldtalkradio.com, facebook.com / passionate world radio, and facebook.com / cool your heels. Thank you all very much for joining us this afternoon and meeting and greeting Danieel Pitts. Hair everywhere. Run out, get it for your girls as a graduation gift or something to read when all else fails during the summer. Thank you very
Thank
much for
you.
joining us.
Thank you. Have a great one.